So, it's time. It's time for you to start living your life passively. I mean, actively, not passively. So, that's what I heard. That's what I felt called to talk about. So, yeah. And also, I feel like this is like message for me too, as well. So, yeah, let's get right into it. So, like actively choosing what you really want to do and actively choosing what really excites you, like make decisions. You know, when you have like several options, then pick whatever, you know, even slightly, even just a little bit, but excites you, like motivates you, like, you know, something align with you. Like pick these options rather than, because you know, not like, not because people told you to do it, not because to be people pleaser, not because to, you know, for others, not for others, like, I mean, not for others, but you are the main character of your life. You are the center of your life. So pick whatever feels good for you. That's it. Not what society expect you to pick, or not your external someone or something expect you to pick, but what you really want to pick. You know, actively deciding for you, because this is your life. And whatever I talk about, whatever topic I talk about in my videos, I get to this conclusion, but at the end of the day, you're the decider of your life and you get to decide. That's actually the powerful power you have, because you get to decide what you believe in, what you choose to believe, what you choose to buy into, and that will turn into your reality. And you know, you get to decide what's true for you and what's not. And you get to decide, and you get to pick, and you get to take action. But all starts from you. You have to start it. You have to actively do it, not living your life passively and waiting for things to happen. And you know, like not blaming external, or not having like victim mentality. I know, trust me, I know how it feels, and I know how it's like to live like that, because I used to do it, or I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. So I get that. And what, I don't know, but actively, like your beliefs, for instance, like I said, what you believe in, what you like buy into, it's gonna turn into your reality. So, but as you grow up, as you get older, then, like, you know, intentionally or without you even realizing it, but you're gonna accumulate, or your limited beliefs gonna pile up without you even realizing it, or maybe with you actively doing it. I don't know what that means, but yeah. And most of the time it gets in your way for you to to get where you want to be at in your life, or yeah, where you really want to do in your life, but limiting beliefs creeps in to, hold you back. But that is also you can actively change your limiting beliefs into something like reframe it. Like, yeah, you can break your limiting beliefs and you can turn it into something positive and to actually work for you, not instead of working against you. And that's your choice, and you can do actively. And if you are like living passively, then these things, limiting beliefs for example, will without you even realizing it, but sometimes you're not even aware that you have that like limiting belief. So actively try to acknowledging that at first, and actively try to change it. Put your effort and energy into changing it. Then you get to overcome your limiting beliefs, or you can override it, or you can change it into something positive to work for you. And you get to do it, and you have power to do it, because you get to decide everything, and you get to decide what you choose to believe and what you choose to buy into. So yeah, that's so powerful. But you have to be active. You have to do it actively, like intentionally. So yeah, that's why you have to start living your life actively. That's why I said. And I know this is for me too, because I don't know. But anyways, so I don't know, this could be a random topic, but you also can get to decide how you want to live your life. So I used to believe that my life was all about suffering, painful situations after painful situations in a row. And life is all about like how much I can suffer and how much I can endure and like overcome painful situations. Like it's all about suffering. That's what I used to think about life. But now no longer I believe so, because I changed my perspectives on life. Actively, I decided to live my life differently, because I was so done. I was just tired of it. It was just draining. It was just crazy, dark, heavy, gloomy, like not fun. It wasn't like stationary. Everything was dark and negative, and I was just done with it. I was just tired of living my life like that. So I decided to actively change it, and I worked on it actively. And sometimes that old identity still creeps in to try to pull me back into that version of myself, but that happened so much less before, because I'm actively working on it. So, and it actually worked, and I don't resonate with it anymore. So even when that comes to me and try to get me, and try to pull me back to that old version of myself, but I don't buy into it, and I choose not to believe it, and I choose not to buy into it, and that's not my truth anymore. So I can just be, whatever, bye, see you never, kind of like that. You know what I mean? So actively, and now that I'm saying it out loud, but like the power you have to choose that, like you get to decide what you choose to believe, what you believe in, what you buy into, and that's I keep saying the same thing, but that's gonna turn. What is this my hair doing? Yeah, you get to decide, you get to make decisions, and you get to, and that's gonna turn into your reality. Like I keep saying the same thing, but yeah. So, and you get to decide. I was overlooking how powerful it is, because if you can hack your brain or mind, whatever is in charge of creating reality, detecting the reality, shifting the reality, or perceiving the reality. I don't know the right word for this, but whatever it is in charge of creating reality, and if you can hijack that into work 100%, like work for you at your will, not against your will, then you're just invincible, right? Because maybe to some people this is like delusional, I'm being delusional, but for me personally, I don't think so. But that's what I choose to believe, and that's what they choose to believe. So, and people will have opinions no matter what, and we don't get to change it, and we're not supposed to, and we cannot do it. So just let them, and because they can choose whatever they want to choose to believe or buy into, and so do you. So yeah, that's why I said it's your time. It's time for you to start living your life actively, not passively, because you are the main character, like I said, and you are steering wheel is in your hand or in your hands, and you get to control it. So the direction you head to, not what happens, when happens, why happens, like what, when, how, why things happen. Like these things you don't get to take control. That's not your job, that's not human beings' job, I guess. But you get to decide where you want to head to, like direction, and you get to choose your path. Yeah, I think that's powerful for me personally, because you literally, everything starts from you. So yeah, start living your life actively. I feel like there's something I wanna also talk about. Like maybe this could be a off-topic topic, but like whenever I share my thoughts, my opinions on something, especially when it comes to, like, especially on in life, like, I share my thoughts, my way of thinking, my perspective, my perception, and I feel like, it's out of pocket. Is that the right saying? I don't know. It's sometimes I feel like I am sounding kind of crazy, and I know I am, but some part of me is still kind of like trying to control people's judgment and trying not to get judged by others, and I am afraid of being judged and being seen. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but people will have opinions no matter what, like I said, and also people get to decide what they choose to believe and buy into, like I'm saying. So, and my job here is to offer or share something like some sort of like new perspective or a new way of thinking or new perception, and but at the end of the day, how people think about it is not in my control, and that's not what I can control, and that's their choice to make. But that creating like videos like this, like talking about things like this, is my choice to make. I chose to talk about it, even though sometimes the topic I talk about could be triggering people, but that's I cannot control how people is gonna react and how they're gonna interpret how I delivered my perspectives or whatever I have to say. But that's not my control, and I cannot control, so I just let it happen. And I don't even know what I am thinking about, and I am talking about this, and I'm not sure where I am going with this, but like sometimes it's, I don't know, like people's judgment. Some part of me is still scared of being judged and others' judgment, even though I'm trying not to get scared of it. But like I said, like you don't get to control how people's gonna react, whatever you have to say and whatever you have to do, what you want to do in your life. And that's what I choose to believe. Like caring about how people's gonna judge you and see you and perceive you, even though, and most of the time, or sometimes, it's not what you truly are or who you truly are, but they interpret it like in a wrong way, but that's what they chose to believe, and that's what chose to interpret. So like that's not your thing to take control. I don't know why even I am talking about it, but somebody needs to hear this. So sometimes, or I don't know what you are going through, but no matter what you do, people is gonna have whatever they have to say to you. Did that make sense? Like they're gonna have opinions no matter what, and that is not necessarily always like positive, and could be very negative, and that could kill your dream or kill your future. But don't let it, because that's, that's also your, you know, decision to make, because you can draw a line between that and yourself, and like, think, oh, maybe, well, okay, that's their opinion, but I don't think so, and they don't understand me 100%, and they don't know what I am going through and what I really want to do in my life. And like, you can separate, and you choose to behave, you choose to think it that way, then that could help you, instead of like, dwelling on it, dwelling their opinions, dwelling on whatever they said or they have done to you. I don't know where I'm going with this. So also, there's another, so this is another way to interpret like someone's criticism or hate. Like, maybe it is happening for me to test like how bad you want that dream, how bad you want to achieve that goal. That is kind of like test from the universe or God, whatever you believe in, to like, test you how bad you want that dream or want to achieve these goals you have. Or also, you can interpret as like, the universe is kind of like trying to make your life like dramatic in a good way. Like, it's not just flat, boring life, but it is actively like trying to make your life like interesting and more like enjoyable, more like, how can I say, like, it is actively working for you and to make your life more interesting and more fun and more miraculous, more magical. The universe is trying to make your life as miraculous as possible for you. Did that make sense? It didn't make any sense in my head, but so kind of like that. And you get to decide what you choose to believe and what you choose to buy into. Like, I keep saying the same thing. So it is time for you to actively choose what you believe in, what you buy into, and what reality you want to live in, or what you actually want in your life, and what you spend your time, effort, money, everything you have, your resources to. If that makes sense. So it's time for you to actively living your life. It's time for you to start actively living your life, not passively. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much I wanted to talk about. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have wonderful, mystical, awesome, great, wonderful, miraculous, beautiful morning, night, lunchtime, bedtime, before bed, after bed, evening, weekend, weekday, whenever you're watching this video. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. And I love you so much, and I will talk to you soon.